Mr. Binocs, can we watch this movie, please?
Well, that movie isn't for kids. Sorry.
Aw, but I really wanted to know how Deadpool regrows his limbs.
We don't need a superhero movie for that. Nature has some real-life superheroes. So, let's explore the science behind regeneration by answering the question, what if we could regenerate limbs? Zoom in! Losing an arm in a terrible accident can be life-changing. But what if your body could grow a new arm, complete with bones, muscles, nerves, skin, and even fingerprints? It may sound like something straight out of a superhero movie, yet in a way, every one of us has already built our arms and legs once. Long before we were born, when we were tiny embryos, our arms and legs didn't exist. They began as tiny bumps called limb buds, filled with special cells that divided, multiplied, and gradually transformed into muscles, bones, blood vessels, nerves, and skin. In just a few months, these simple clusters became fully formed limbs. Now, imagine if your body could switch that developmental program back on after an injury. A construction worker who lost a hand in an accident might grow a new one instead of relying on a prosthetic. A soldier injured in battle could regain a fully functional leg. A child born without part of a limb might one day develop a complete arm using their own cells. Even athletes recovering from devastating injuries could heal damaged muscles, tendons, and nerves instead of facing permanent disability. It sounds like science fiction, but in nature, some animals already do exactly that. Meet the axolotl, a type of salamander. If it loses a leg, it can grow back an entirely new one in just a few weeks. It can even regenerate parts of its heart, spinal cord, and brain. So, how does it pull off this biological miracle? After losing a limb, the salamander's skin cells quickly cover the wound and form a special layer called the wound epidermis, which sends signals telling nearby cells to begin rebuilding. Mature cells near the injury rewind to a younger state, while stem cells become active and multiply. Together they form a structure called the blastema. The blastema is remarkably similar to the limb bud that first formed the salamander's limbs as an embryo. Like a limb bud, it contains cells that divide, specialize, and organize into bones, muscles, nerves, blood vessels, and skin. The salamander doesn't invent a new way to build a limb. It simply starts its original developmental program. Even more remarkably, the blastema knows exactly what is missing. If only a hand is gone, it grows a new hand. If the entire arm is missing, it rebuilds the whole arm. Scientists think these cells possess positional memory, helping them know where they belong and when to stop growing. If salamanders can do all this, why can't humans? Scientists are still searching for the answer. One idea is that humans evolved to heal quickly with scars because rapid wound closure reduced infection risks. Another possibility is that the biological systems protecting us from cancer also prevent us from restarting the program needed to form a blastema. Still, there is reason for optimism. Researchers have discovered that humans can naturally regenerate the tips of fingers and toes under the right conditions. This suggests our ability to regenerate hasn't completely disappeared. It may simply be far more limited than in salamanders. Trivia time! Did you know African spiny mice can regenerate skin, hair follicles, cartilage, and ear tissue with very little scarring? Also, deer grow a brand new set of antlers every year. It's sketching time! Today's sketch of the day goes to Miles. Hope you learned something mind-blowing today. Until next time, it's me, Dr. Binocs, zooming out. So, Kitty, is there anything else you'd like to know?
Yes, I need to know how the movie ends. Can you explain that?
Well, never mind.